Many Face Publishing, man. Good afternoon. It's Kevin Bacon outside right now, man. Just did a nice little workout. House is a mess, about to clean up a little bit, get ready for work. But, I just, wanted to give my thoughts on the upcoming fight coming up. You have Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. We got a fight on our hands, right? So now, I was just sitting here thinking about, certain little keys to victory. And one for Crawford, I think Crawford, in order for him to really win this fight, I think he needs to force Errol Spence into mistakes. So he may have to use his legs a little bit more in this fight. Don't try to go in there and out macho Spence. I would do that later on in the fight when he's more wore down. If he's more wore down, you start standing your ground a little bit more. I'm not saying for him to run, but use your lateral ability a little bit more in that ring, because you may force him into mistakes trying to, cut off the ring. He can possibly walk into shots and things like that. So that's one thing, he can do. And the other thing what Terrence Crawford likes to do is he likes to land good, clean shots. He likes to pick his opponents apart. And that's a, strategy that Spence, if he wants to win this fight, has to be aware of. And I look at Errol and his chances, where he fights is he has a high work rate. So his work rate, he's coming in to punish you. So you have two different styles. One is coming to punish you. The other is coming to get the victory, get the knockout. He's looking for clean, good shots to get you out of there. So Spence, the way he fights, he has a higher work rate. He's not throwing heavy shots. He likes to get into a rhythm. He comes forward, he moves side to side, and when he gets his engine rolling, he's like a machine. Where Crawford, he likes to calculate, see your mistakes, and land pinpoint shots with great accuracy, clean, good shots. That's the difference in the styles, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just gonna be who is, I feel like if Crawford doesn't land a good shot that hurts Spence, he's going to be in for a long night, or at least hurt him to the point where he gains his respect. And I feel like he has to do that early. I feel like this fight can go several different ways. Of course, I'm not in the ring, so I don't know, but I'm just giving my opinion. It can be all-out brawl from round one, which I would favor more in Spence, because we've seen him more in those type of situations, in dog fights and brawls and things like that. And, we've seen him, come through adversity. Not saying that Crawford can't, but a fight like that is probably going to lean more towards a Spence situation, where he, can, outwill and outmuscle him and stuff like that, and really kind of lean and wear him down. So Crawford, to me, has to, try to keep his distance. I think he does have a little bit longer reach, if I'm not mistaken. Keep his distance. Use his lateral movement and bait this guy into mistakes. Spence, on the other hand, he's gonna, we already know what he's coming to do. He's coming to bring the pain. He's coming off of angles. He's gonna use his jab. He's going to hit you in the body. He's going to try to weigh you down. He can take good shots. Now, it's a 50-50 fight. I'll lean more towards Spence because he is younger, a little bit younger, and he's a bigger guy. And Crawford, I give him a chance as far as if depending on how the fight goes. Depending on how the fight goes is going to be who's going to win. If it's a fast, higher paced fight, then I would probably favor Errol. If it's a slow paced fight and Crawford can have time to think and land good shots, then I'll favor Crawford. If it's an all-out brawl, I'm going to kind of favor Spence, particularly if Crawford can't hit him with a good shot that hurt him. He has, like I said, he has to earn respect early in the fight, and if he doesn't do that, then you're going to see an all-out assault, man. And you know what happens when guys fight Spence, they don't end up coming back no time soon. Ugas, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, what's my man name? Kell Brook, some other man name that he beat up, Lamar Peterson, well, it's Chris Algieri. It's these guys don't come back the same if they even come back at all. So those are just what I think. And Crawford, he does. I favor him when it comes to the power part of this, because he does get guys out of there. And he has a 100% knockout ratio in the welterweight. So let's see what happens, man. May the best man win. I'm not, I love both fighters. And, I will favor Errol Spence. I got my money mainly on Spence, but I'm not just going to discredit he's going to run through. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he has a very high percentage chance of losing the fight. This is a fight that I'm not 100% guaranteed sure who's going to win. They're both the best in the world. And, I'm just, grateful that, I will be grateful to be alive to see it if I'm alive to see the fight. We got a couple of weeks, We also have my man Steve Fulton going to Japan to fight Inoue. Inoue is coming up in weight to fight this guy. Can he carry his power? Stephen Fulton, if he hits you with a clean shot, can you take it? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, hopefully, Stephen Fulton comes prepared like Devin Haney. You gotta understand you're going into foreign territory, into a man's country. You want to make sure that this is fair. That we're not gonna get cheated, that you're not gonna get, no funny stuff going on. Just make sure that you're on point out there, because you are in somebody else's country, and you are black, and there's I don't want to use the word black, but you're a person of color in another country that, not saying that there are racist people there or whatever, but we brothers, man. We already know what time it is, man. You can get robbed on the scorecards. You can get some guys get hurt in the ring, and then next thing you know, he's stopping the fight for no reason. So we want to make sure that it's an even playing field going into that fight, and just be careful out there, man. I want to see, you fight the best fight. Your keys to victory should be, boxing, good athleticism, avoiding shots, not letting them get comfortable, not letting them get in the rhythm. Don't try to fight his fight, box him, hit him with good, clean shots, and get inside, hit him to the body, tie him up, pivot him, just do some things that, these other little fighters weren't really doing to him. And I think over time, throughout the fight, if he's missing and you're not allowing him to hit you, land those shots, and he's missing a lot. And every time you get tired of either hitting him to the body or you tying him up, pivoting him around and stuff like that, I think the frustration will start to set in towards the middle and later the fight, and you'll start getting more desperate and make more mistakes where you can possibly get the stoppage. I would go for the stoppage if you see those opportunities. Don't play around with the scorecards, man. You know how this goes, man. So, if you're not dominating the entire 12 rounds, we watched Pernell Whitaker dominate Chavez damn near every round, and they called it a draw. We watched Canelo Alvarez Mayweather. One lady had it a draw. One judge had it a draw. This man won damn near every round and almost stopped him in like the 12th round, had him hurt on the ropes. Like, where you get the draw out of that? So we got to be careful with the judges, the refs. We watching these refs stop fights out of nowhere. You can't show no signs of being hurt in fights now. So it's like we're not really getting to see fighters fight through any adversity anymore because, quote unquote, they're worrying about safety. But sometimes this is a gladiator sport. Sometimes these guys get hit, they get buzzed, they get hurt. If he's not responding, nobody wants to see anybody take any damage and go home fucked up to their family. But if he's not responding, you stop the fight. But if you see the guy is still putting his hands up and he's defensive and he's conscious of his defense and he's just in a bad moment, why are you stopping the fight, man? If he's not responding, he's taking shots and he looks like he can't control nothing and he's just getting hit with clean shots and he's distraught and everything, then I can see you saying, all right, this is over, man. You're not responding well. But if he's just got his hands and he's got his earmuffs up, homeboy's throwing shots and he might have got buzzed, he's trying to recover. But you're not giving him a chance when you're stopping the fight. Like too prematurely. So, or at least give him a standing 8 count, man. We need to start seeing that more instead of stopping the fight. Give a man a standing 8 count. If you feel like, but stopping the fight is like, come on, man. Like there's got to be some ways that the fighters have chances to either show that they're not hurt or show that they can recover. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're not getting. Sometimes I've watched several fights, man, in the past where guys went down and been hurt, and next they clipped the other dude and he's out. But if you stopped the fight, none of that would have happened. But you turn around, you look at Mike Tyson, Douglas. This man was on the canvas for about 13 seconds before he got counted out, and he didn't even get counted out. Should have been counted out. Like, I don't understand it, man. But anyway, these are just my thoughts on these 2 upcoming fights. I hope all goes well for all 4 gentlemen in there. I don't want to see anybody, get seriously hurt. I want everybody to make it back to their families, man. These men are still human beings and have families, and are putting everything on the line for our entertainment. So, may the best men win these fights, man. And I'm out.